everyone, and welcome to the latest video. It's been a bit of a funny week this week. We haven't really got much done. Well, I haven't really got much done out in our property because I went and twisted my ankle pretty badly. We have a wheel ruts in our land where apparently years ago a car got bogged, or several times it got bogged. Anyway, there's this massive hole, wheel rut, and I went straight into it and recovering well. Thank you for those who have been concerned. It's now a funky yellow colour. it's and the swelling has gone down, but this has allowed me to well, I had to stay still and rest and compress and ice and all the rest of the stuff, which meant that I was able to make stuff for the market and get on top of that. So I made this and this and this and this. I made this and this, and I finally finished this and this. And of course I've got 5 other projects on the go. So I managed to get on top of some of that at least. So this video is basically garden stuff that I've been filming over the last few weeks, and some of the updates. So hopefully you can still enjoy it. Alright, thanks everyone. Along here we have our Tasmanian mountain pepperberries, and they go all the way oh, missing one there. I do have it, just about to plant it. And when the blackberries have finished bearing, we will knock all this down and the hedge will continue down. But no black in the blackberries yet. We have a lot of red. So not far now before we have a whole heap of blackberries. And let's go and check out the rest of the garden. So here are the blueberries, and there are 12 blueberries all the way along this row. And you look over here, we have feijoas, and there are 3 rows of feijoas happening here, and we will add another 2 rows so it lines up with the blueberries. So you'll see feijoas, and then it'll be 2 more rows of feijoas there, which will line up with the blueberries there, and that will be the limit of the orchard for now. The trees that we put in within the first week of us being here, we have the raspberry there. It's finished raspberrying, and now it's just growing. And there are our original fruit trees. We have first 2 are cherries, next to left is apricot, and right is peach. Next 2 are cherries, and then the last 2 apricot on the left, and the right is a peach. And they do really well. They weren't for a little bit. One of the cherries was being munched like nothing else, so we tried the environmentally friendly way, which is to put ash over it. It's called a cherry slug, cherry slug, I think that's what it was, and that didn't work. Yeah. So I had to go and get chemical spray, and that's working fine. And as you can see, we've got some nice regrowth happening. So yeah, that worked. Sometimes, I know it's not nice, but sometimes you do have to do chemicals. Sometimes it's just the way it is. The apricot, both of them are growing really well. the peach has got a lot of new growth. So, and so that's the other cherry. And the peach, I cut all the fruit that it came with off, and now it is one happy peach. Lots of new growth on that, so pretty happy about that. And then from the orchard, you'll turn around and you'll see we've got feijoas, more feijoas growing along here. They will be a hedge, and we are still thinking about, well, definitely we'll be putting a fence at that hedge and along here. That is to stop the critters coming in and eating any of our vegetable patch, which is what all this is. That's our veggie patch. At the moment the critters haven't worked us out yet, but I'm sure it won't take them too long. So in the veggie patch we have, doing extremely well, the potatoes. They're growing really well. I would say maybe 2 haven't come up. So you can see we've got a gap there and a gap there. So I would just say 2 haven't come up, but otherwise doing really nice. This species is called banana potato, and we believe April is when we can pick it. But basically I think I've been told you've got to wait until the bushes die off. In this one I seeded a beetroot, and you can see the seedlings coming up here, here, and here. I did plant hundreds of them, but as you can see, only a small amount came up. And this one was supposed to be carrots, and I think there is 1 carrot. Yeah, I have to, oh, there's another one. Carrot. Now once again, these were seeds, and the whole thing was planted with seeds, but yeah, not much luck. So maybe next year we'll do it a different way. Over to the next row. This is supposed to be red cabbage. Absolutely nothing. No red cabbage at all. So it didn't do well with the seeds there. Same thing, did we not till it well enough? Do we have to up it? Did birds come in and eat them all? I don't know. This one along here is carrots as well. You can see got carrots there and carrots there, and that was seeds. And as you can see, only 2 carrots came up. So who knows? Now these ones were seedlings, and these are more beetroot seedlings. And over the last week or so, we've had a lot of rain. They've gone whoop, so doing really well. And the next row, our first lot of seeds I put in here were cauliflower. Didn't do anything. Then we put in seedlings, but we left it too long to put them in, and they didn't do anything. They all died. And then we got more seedlings, and now they're doing well. Cauliflower. So they're really coming on. Now they were being eaten, and unfortunately, yes, I had to spray them. Don't like doing it, but I want cauliflower, so they are finally coming good. Even the dodgy ones, like these ones, are starting to perk up now. And then the next one was cabbage. Now we had seedlings of cabbage. I bought them at the same time as the cauliflower, and they all died off and went, and something ate it. Now it's returning. So there's the original one along with this original one. Now they're doing much better. Once again, had to spray. And because all the rest died, I got some red cabbage. And they're doing okay. Something is eating them, so I have had to spray. But we're coming up good now. We did plant some some peas, like peas in the pod, and they never got much bigger than this. We've had 2 pea pods off them already, and I don't think these ones are going to get much better. Corn, I was even surprised we could do corn, but they've tripled in size. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And here we have spring onions, and they're doing brilliantly. You can see we've already, oh, sorry about the finger. Our spring onions are doing really well. As you can see, we've already had some off this one. They're doing great. So, spring onions. And on our last row, we have cucumber. Now, 2 of these were from a seed, and there were 26 seeds in here, only 2 came up. So I planted seedlings in here. So this is a mixture of seedlings and seeds, and as you can see, we already have flowers and hopefully fruit very soon. So this is cucumber. The next one is the one that's doing the best, and this is our snow peas. So they've all gone nuts in the last 2 weeks. They started really flowering, and we're just starting to see the fruit come in, or the veggie, and there we go. Get a load of that. Nice. So there are quite a few coming up. Can't wait. Snow peas I love. It's very rare. All over the other side too. It's very rare that they survive to get into a salad, because I end up eating them all. I love them. That one looks like it's ready to be picked. Oh yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, I love snow peas. And then the last thing we've got here are pumpkins. There are 2 varieties of pumpkins in here. Had 22 seeds, planted them, and that pumpkin and that pumpkin at the end were the only 2 seeds that came up. So we went and bought some more pumpkin. I think these are butternut. They're my favourite, so I would be surprised if I didn't buy that. And once again, put them in. Didn't seem to do very well, and then with all the rain we've just had, they're now just coming up. Haven't got any flowers yet, so there's no flowering. Yeah, so these were put in before the cucumbers. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Now let's take you around the rest of the house and show you what we've been digging up. Yeah, the front of the house, this whatever it is, tree, conifer, it's yet to come down. We will do it soon. I do not like that tree. But you will see that big tree is gone. A horrible big thing, but it is gone. And what we will be doing now, well, I planted this here to replace this tree over here. However, I think I'm going to move it because I have a completely different idea now. Not sure where I'll move it, but what I want to do around the rim of the rocks, it looks like the rocks will have to stay. The reason why is because people come flying around this corner, and they were put there in the first place to stop people crashing into the house. This down here is where somebody came crashing into the house, and this is why the house, partly the reason why the house is lopsided, because people don't know how to go slowly around the corner and come to the house. So the rocks look like they're staying. We believe the last crash came there. You can see those two rocks there are fallen over, have fallen over, and the fence is all misaligned. So we strongly believe somebody came crashing into there after the rocks were placed. So at least it's a second incident that we know of. We'd like to put them back upright, but they are heavy. Anyway, that's something for another day. What I've got are some natives to plant along here and all the way along to there, to the edge here. And they will, hopefully the natives will create a nice native hedge. The maximum it'll grow is about 3 meters and hopefully be a wind cover as well. Not that we get much wind from over this direction, but it'll still help, because we have noticed that once we removed this, we had a big windstorm, and yeah, it was really blowing into here, and our bedroom's just behind this wall here. So I've got Banksias. I think that was a Melaleuca, so I'm going to put the Melaleuca here, which is a paperbark there, but it's a small paperbark, and then Banksias and a Grevillea along here, and then corresponding Banksias and a Grevillea along here, and then move that one somewhere else. My native plants have been planted now. So we have red Banksia, Grevillea, yellow Banksia, red Banksia, can't remember, I think it was a Melaleuca, yellow Banksia, Grevillea, red Banksia and yellow Banksia. Since planting them, we have had major winds, 58 kilometers an hour, and I am not sure, particularly this one, how they are going to survive after that wind. They are supposed to be hardy, but who knows. We'll see what happens, but fingers crossed they're going to be okay. So as we come around the corner, it is very bare. That stump is yet to go. We think these two are azaleas, so we've coppiced the far one. We've pruned back this one. And we believe, as we go around the house, that this one here is an azalea as well. It is a purple one, and I want to move that in between these two azaleas and put it in the middle, about here. You'll also notice that that tree that used to be there is gone, all the roots and everything. And that tree that was there is gone. on all the roots and everything. That rose will be moved to be with the other roses at the front of the house. But I'm waiting till it's finished flowering and then we'll move it. So the house looks incredibly different now that all that is gone. We will be replacing this stump with another tree. I've had few suggestions. One was a cherry laurel, but I'm not 100% sure about the flowers. I just think it's a bit boring. The thing is, we get frosts here, so therefore it has to be frost tolerant. So yeah, I don't want white. I think it's boring. I love the deep burgundies and the purples, deep reds. So if you guys can think of anything in a frost tolerant area, to be frost tolerant for a frosty area, please let me know. The other one I've been thinking about is an almond. Can't do hazelnut because you need a male and a female, and I don't want two trees, so thinking about maybe an almond. But please leave me a comment below. Stump is out and hole filled in. I've got 2 lemon myrtles to put here, one along this one and one along the fence there. If they work out okay, I'll put in a couple more. And lemon myrtle's fantastic for making herbs, tea, food. So hopefully that'll be right, and the food trees that I wanted. And there's the almighty big stump. She be a beauty. Now we're just going to have to get somebody to haul it away, because, or we burn it, one or the other. Big burn party.